Hello everybody and welcome back to our Let's Play of Kaiserreich. So, last time we played, we conquered China, as you can see. And tons of countries are going bankrupt. Let's take a look at our pop. We have 100 million men living in the country now with the conquest of China. Japanese is actually the minority, with the Chinese being the majority now. So we have a lot of armies. We have the Imperial Navy here. We'll return to Tokyo with them, and we'll start plotting our next move. We can do the Empire's Destiny, which we gain casus bellis on China, Siam, Australia, and New Zealand. But we gain 50 infamy. I already have 13. That'll give me 60, and trying to, maintain that is going to be ridiculous. So I think for now, we wait a couple years. But we will gain cores. We have a colonial incident on the Soviet Union. Sure. My army is actually the third largest army in the war. I could win a war against the Soviet Union if I had to. Now, let's take a look at the resource map. It looks like Burma has a lot of oil. And a push against the British Raj, or just the Raj more rather, would be definitely a smart idea. Now we border them officially. But the other threat is right here. The Germans have 96,000 men. They have 100,000 men in Vietnam. And I don't know necessarily if I want to go against them. So, the Philippines are free. They're satellite. Germany is such a Goliath, and they don't like me at all. But England seems to like me. England won't accept an alliance. So who's third in the world? The US, United States. Tropico went bankrupt. I have a casus belli on Tropico. So, apparently I built an airplane on Taiwan, didn't realize. So I actually have troops. I'm going to start reinforcing these troops with Chinese soldiers. Just because I think it'd probably be better. And yeah, sure. We got regulars, artillery. Look at all the troops I can recruit to kind of enforce my armies, because I don't have to abide by any guarantee or anything. So I think I'm gonna do this. But first, before I do that, real quick, let's save in case anything goes horribly wrong. And like everybody declares war, there's a major coalition, it'll be terrible. And I don't think I have the force of arms to do it, but I'm going to do it. So, conquest against New Zealand, against Australia, Siam, the Republic of China, and the Empire's destiny. It's time to stretch out the mighty arms of the great Empire of Japan across the Pacific region and beyond. We can proclaim ourselves masters of the Pacific. I bet it for a hefty price in international standing. So I gained 61 infamy. I can only have 25. So, we've done it now. And I believe everybody gets like a cut down the size causes belly, but these guys will be first. So there you go. Germany declared the first war against me, and I don't think Germany has a major sea power in the region. Definitely. So there you go. The war's begun with Germany. The German War of Japanese containment. I've been joined, of course, by Siberia and Manchuria. They've been joined by Belgium. And that's contained the Empire of Japan. I believe that's a reduction in prestige and military. So, let's gather together what armies we can here. I don't know if they just have troop numbers. I don't even think I number 50,000 men in all of China right now. The Spanish Civil War has begun. Let's take a look. So we have Nationalist Spain. This is the fascist dictatorship under Francisco Franco, and you have the liberal government, His Majesty's government. So war between the Empire of Japan and Germany has begun. They called in their allies, of course. Well, actually I have 69,000 soldiers. Actually, I have more than that. The Germans are actually taking a hefty toll. So I'm going to merge the armies together and deal with the Germans here. We actually have more troops than they have in the entire region. So if we can smash this army, that's it. The war will be pretty much over. So the Japanese army, 102,000 men, mostly regulars, lots of guardsmen, artillery, dragoons, and it looks like the Manchu army is going to join me in this endeavor. The Siberian army might come down as well. I don't know where they are. Our job at this point now is to defeat the Germans, take Vietnam, and then occupy the Dutch East Indies. So we'll see how this battle turns out. See if anyone joins me. I've got a couple thousand men more. Oh, the losses. They're intense. My general's better, though. Oh, Jesus. We're losing tons of men. Let's mobilize the armies. Looks like we're going to lose the first battle. I think we should save what men we can and retreat them. Can this army not go? Then you actually need transports. So let's wait for the armies to reinforce. The German Navy is going here. They're actually going to attempt to land in Nagasaki. They're going to attempt a beach landing. And the German Empire... No, I'm declining. I'm not being contained. This war has just begun. So Germany's going to land, what, 33,000 men, roughly? How am I losing? They have 8,000 ships. Ooh, they actually landed at Yoriuchi. And I'll immediately begin fighting them in the home islands of Japan. So I've defeated them. Ooh. I just got something cool. Design Yamato-class battleships. The idea of these super heavy battleships was discussed in 1937. However, the first class of this battleship did not begin construction until 1941. Upon its eventual completion due to the Anglo-American superiority in the Pacific War, was sunk relatively quickly, but was notorious for the damage it took before finally going under. Designing these ships will give significant line capabilities to our surface fleet. I lose a bunch of money, but I gain tons of prestige. So, we have an army here. Let's set about marching while I break these guys and bring the fleet out to get rid of them. Let's get the troops I've mobilized in Korea here. Always keep troops in the home islands. So, let's see what troops I can actually transport. Actually, dig in. It's simply, I don't have enough men. That's all it is. Let's see if we can retreat. Why are they? Oh, they're occupying. They're occupying German positions. So actually, German Vietnam is about to be occupied completely. Let's have the battle fleet go there. Xinjiang is requesting military access, and I'm not containing. What would be containment, actually? I'm kind of curious. What's containment? Cancel. Yes. I will allow the UK to move. Who are they at war with? They're at war with Germany. They won't accept my alliance, though. So now, Germany's fighting a war on two fronts. Whoa, I have a massive army. Now we can deal with the Germans. We have an army beyond, or we have an army that they cannot reckon with now. I'm landing more troops via my high seas fleet. So, Finland fears we're coming. This is basically the onset of the Second World War. Although it is two separate wars, it's exactly what it is. And let's move in. Wow. We just have really bad generals, or what? How are they winning? Artillery. They have lots of artillery. They have a better general than ours. This guy's awful. I think I just lost that entire army because my general was awful. Whoa. So the German and Japanese fleets have engaged each other in the Yangtze Delta, the Battle of the Yangtze. Michael von Blumberg is leading the German fleet, and we've defeated the German fleet. Declined. So we've also got new thing. Let's do a combined arms maneuver as well, as I try to marshal defense. Oh yes, and there we go. We have the new Japanese infantry unit ready for fighting. As I ferry troops from the home islands. There you go. Now you have the traditional you know, World War II Japanese soldier outfit. All troops would definitely rally to Zhongqing or whatever the hell it is. No, just execute him. Let's have them rally down south too. The German army is now severely weakened, and we have the advantage. And now that we have the advantage, it's time to go on the offensive in Dutch East Indies as well. We will expel the Germans from this region once and for all. Ooh. India has become a power. The barrage has been dissolved. India declared war on me as well. So now's the chance to turn back all Japanese enemies forever. So I definitely have the manpower to defeat Germany once and for all. But my real question is, do I have the resources to hold my gains? And Germany keeps offering me peace. I'm just going to keep declining it. Another German army. Oh, they actually landed troops in whatchamacallit. I can actually build more ships. I have my fleet limit is a lot more now. I actually have like 100 fleet limit. So let's build some battleships. I'll build some there, and I'll build some in Tokyo. Actually, I'll build some dreadnoughts in Tokyo. So these armies will have to wait until I can ferry them around. Oh, wow. This is a major war. The French liberation of German Communism French region. The Indian War of Japanese containment. So Britain must have ended their war with Germany. I've won the Battle of Guangyang. The German army is now on the run. I don't know where they're heading. Looks like they're heading to Nanning. We've occupied German Vietnam. How far are we down? We're actually 50% down, and actually I think it's 50% in battles. Yeah, we've lost severe battles. But I think battles tick down. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure battles tick down. So there we go. We've occupied them. Let's move against the Indians. Maybe we can free Burma. Let's send troops. I'm gonna get more troops to invade the Dutch East Indies with. And let's also start recruiting some troops. I know I can do that across my empire. These troops will be new. They are the mechanized units, which, in my opinion, the mechanized units are probably some of the coolest in the game. So let's get a bunch of mechanized units. Decline. There you go. Whoa! Pakistan has come out of India. And Burma has come out of India, the Raj, with the collapse of the Raj. So now all we have to do is I have to gather troops up to basically invade the Dutch East Indies. So Germany ended its war with France, it looks like. France literally achieved nothing. Useless. I think the battles tick down. I'm almost certain, actually. Yes, battles tick down, so we have to wait. And basically the occupation of the East Indies will turn it in favor for us. Actually, let's just send troops directly to reinforce them. Decline. So let's try and maybe marshal the defense. I believe the worst is over when it comes to fighting the Germans. So the worst is probably over at this point. Fighting the Germans. Done. I don't think India is going to pose a threat now. Though they declared war on me, I don't think they're going to pose any threat. So I'm not going to bother with them. I might invade Sri Lanka or parts of the Indian subcontinent, but I don't fear them at this point. Gonna take Jakarta, Indonesia. Now I still have a couple 100,000 troops in Japan itself. Also, there are smaller islands out here that I believe Germany actually owns. That one's owned by America. Some of these are actually owned by Germany. I just have to find them. There, like Nauru and German New Guinea. So let's occupy Batavia. Decline. So we're still the third largest army in the world. Even after losing, you know, hundreds of thousands of poor innocent soldiers in a war that made no sense to them. But so is worse. So here's what I was talking about, the new sprite units that they added in. And they're actually really well done. So, you know, Kaiserreich team, definitely one of the best out there. So they disembarked? They did disembark. And then after this, I'm going to return. They're not even carrying anyone, they're just sailing around. So I'll get this mechanized army ready. Let's push south. Batavia's been conquered. So this army will conquer this island, and this army will conquer the lower Indonesian islands. I've won the Battle of Jambi. I'm going to, annex it. A German fleet, more rather, is running around, just sailing around for no reason. Just going to ignore them. My high seas fleet at this point is almost untouchable. Decline. What's my war exhaustion? Let's look. It's only at 7%. I have occupied home provinces. Where? Oh. By Denmark. It won't be occupied for much longer. Let's take Yogyakarta. And I'll drop this army off here. They'll conquer that. And then I'll return the fleet back to its home base and let the ships get fixed, because they're pretty beat up from the fighting the German fleet. So let's return them to the home islands. Looks like the new fleet ships have gotten prepared. I believe I had 2 dreadnoughts. This is one of them, and the other one was a regular soldier. Or a regular battleship, not a soldier. Whoa. We caught a Denmark transport. I don't think the Germans are getting any of that. There's no way they can win. Let's just continue. I won immediately. My high seas fleet. And I'll wait a little longer, or at least a little while, to kind of let the fleet repair. Hopefully I can wipe out this garrison, the Dutch garrison. Decline. Go here. I've occupied your colonies. They did was win battles. At this point, I've more than regained my footing. We're actually the 2nd largest army in the world. So now, the 2 world powers, the 2 largest and best armies in the world, Germany and us, Japan, are fighting each other for supremacy of the Pacific. Looks like Germany has some ships there. Let's hopefully cut them off in the Yangtze Delta. Maybe not. I might have to cut them off in the Strait. Definitely going to do remodel doctrine, more organization, more supplies. Actually, let's do this. Send the fleet here. Because then the German fleet physically cannot sail into Asia. If they do, they have to sail around Indonesia. So I'll basically take the straits. Declined. I'm not worried because a Manchu army will eventually go over there and kill all of them. So at this point I occupy the Dutch East Indies and just wait. India is losing this war handily, and nope, they won't accept a peace, which means I'm gonna have to, declare war. Pakistan, presidential dictatorship. Burma, partially westernized nation. But I have claims on Siam. So after I demand that Germany hand over Vietnam, So let me, if this fleet's just gonna blockade this, let me get my transports. I have 7 of them.